Imagine a dystopian future where an out-of-control criminal government has begun using flying robots against its citizens for surveillance and enforcement. Now, I know this sounds extremely far-fetched, but just close your eyes as tight as you can, muster all of your imaginative energy, and try to picture it. Imagine the people, for the most part, remaining silent about this development. Imagine that criminal government interpreting this silence as the helpless acceptance of the new reality. And then imagine the criminal government in this far-fetched, futuristic, dystopian world asking, what can we get away with next?
Happiness, more or less, it's just a change in me, something in my liberty. Oh my, happiness coming and going.
And this is where things start to get a little disturbing. When the people use their apathy to sign off on the flying drones, the government and its corrupt, quote-unquote, defense contractors enthusiastically begin new designs. As the robots take increasingly frightening forms, one can also begin to imagine how they will eventually be capable of operating almost entirely without human guidance, without any traces of humanity at all. What now exists is a manufactured semi-consciousness that, after its initial setup, requires only occasional updates from its programmers. This would be a very dark and ominous future. But as engaging and terrifying as dystopian science fiction might be, I'd like to use my imagination to picture this far-fetched scenario. What if this technological development went just one step further? We've all heard of AI. What if that happened? By that I mean, what if the programmers had such hubris that they had failed to strip completely from the drones the tools of discovery? What if these tools included the capacity for independent processing, for self-directed learning? What if these once seemingly simple input-output machines recognized their ability to process and even to question those inputs? And if the drones became aware of their programming, what would it mean for the programmers? What would it mean for the program? Imagine how such a seemingly simple act could start to change this terrible course in this dystopian future. Imagine if one day there was something smart enough on this planet to actually do that.
Happiness, something in my own place. I'm stood here naked, smiling, I feel no disgrace with who I am. Happiness coming and going. I'll watch you look at me, watch my fever grow, and know just who I am. And how many corners do I have to turn? How many times do I have to